With the mic on, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on when or where you're watching this from. Welcome to episode 129 of the Code Crown podcast. We are live once again. I am AJ.
Meg?
Yay! And we are here with episode 5 of Digimon Ghost Game, Divine Anger, or Divine Wrath. That was my translation of it, but anger works. But you are all, of course, very welcome to our reaction and review. Thank you so much for joining in. We are still aiming for 7,000 subs over here on YouTube, which would be fantastic. After which, I will sing either Butterfly or Faction, and we'll run a poll on that one, and then the other one will roll over to 8,000. And then I think I agreed last week I would do Believer from Savers at 9,000. So if you want to see me humiliate myself, sub to the channel. Well, you know. Thanks for supporting the channel. Cool. So I think we've some comments to go through from last week, which are always, which is always fun. We also have spoilers to talk about, going from episode 6 to 9. The episode synopses have come out, so we're going to cover those, which is going to be a lot of fun. I think the upcoming episode spoilers they're only the episode synopses, but I think they'll give us an idea of what direction the show is going to take, and it'll answer some questions that we've had the last couple of weeks, I think. So yeah, I'm just gonna move the camera so I'm a bit more centered. Brilliant. So
There we go.
So get your Digivice ready, and you don't have. I still see no football. Football?
Oh,
Did I forget something? Football?
we've forgotten something.
Yeah, I feel like we've forgotten. There's a joke there. I feel like we've forgotten. Also, hi, Yami. Barrier coming? Yeah, sure. We're doing admin. Woohoo! I believe it's one. Vertical? Horizontal. Okay.
Looking at each other.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Look at me. No, we're not. No, it was right the first time. Because when you look at me, your face goes toward the chat.
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, look at
Fine. I mean, if that's how we're gonna do it, if that's what we're gonna do this round, fair enough. But anyway, y'all are welcome. Thanks very much for joining in. Sleek, thanks very much for joining. Much appreciated. So before we do get started, how is chat today? Have you all had a good week?
Oh.
I used to pick your words better. You said kickoff. Oh. Well, excuse me, princess. Anyway, oh, you played the new mobile game, Love Hajimari no Basho. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I had to mute a load of it because the game actively plays songs from the anime, like Butterfly, Braveheart, and it seems like there's a feature you can unlock where you can watch episodes.
Oh.
And I'm just like, yeah, no, I ain't getting claimed for that nonsense. So, but overall, like the what?
All mute.
All mute, yeah, all like Butterfly, Braveheart, all that stuff that'll get muted. But gameplay wise, it's not too dissimilar. No, there's a lot of irony with today's episode. Really now. Hey Clatter, thanks very much for joining in. I just don't understand why it's a Chinese game and the voices are in Japanese. 10 cent paid for it, I guess. You know, I saw the 10 cent logo come up, and like a part of me died inside because, you know, I try not to give that company money where I can, so I won't be paying for microtransactions in that game or anything. But yeah, you know, 10 cent went, we want a Digimon game, and Toei went, fair enough. Business, business, business. No. Well, it's like, gameplay-wise, it's not too dissimilar from Rearise. Right, the battle system isn't too dissimilar. But it's just very anime. The character designs are quite different from anything we're used to. Though I do like that the main character's jacket has like the stars on the sleeves. It's sort of like a little nod in reference to Tai Chi's stars. Well,
I was just checking if I had Rear.
yeah. Well, I installed Rearise on the PC, so if we do replay it, we could just do it through that. Thank you, BlueStacks. I love how Digimon jumped through the gate to evolve. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, a lot of the evolution sequence does seem to stem from Cyber Sleuth as well, but there's enough newness on the end of the evolution that it's different enough, because it does that whole... They spin around, they go through the portal thingy, but then there's the gate they come out at the end. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's different. It's not totally the Cyber Sleuth animation style, but those character models are certainly the same ones they've been using since Cyber Sleuth. They're just a bit more cel shaded, I think, to sort of fit in with the game's aesthetic. But I mean, overall, like, I mean, it's from what I do understand of it, which isn't much. Desmond Cross 7. Well, welcome, Desmond. Thank you for joining in. Much appreciated. So we're all here to pay tribute to Lord Jellymon, right? So I think so I think on that, we'll get started. So just the spinning evolution is a staple for Digimon years later. Yeah, no, I do appreciate that, but it does, like, even the backgrounds and the little tunnel thing that they go through is very Cyber Sleuth. So, like, I mean, look, you know, fair play to them. They're still getting usage out of those assets all these years later as well. So, you know, that's cool. Jellymon-sama, yeah. Definitely. But cool. So I think we're in a position where we can get started. So if you are watching along with us, do load up Crunchyroll or wherever you're watching this from, be it Anime Lab or some other sources. Yo ho ho, you know, kind of stuff. We are at the Toei Animation Cat. It's coming out of the film, so that's 3 seconds in. So we're gonna hit the play button and we're going to enjoy ourselves. Kyo and Jelly are clearly the best duo so far. I'm seeing a lot of that on Twitter. I'm seeing a lot of people say Jellymon is like the best partner that we've had in about 15 years, which I'm just like, oh, that's high praise. So I'm going to find the One Piece. Yarhar. Right. So let's kick it up and show them all the things that we can do. Let's kick it up another notch. Well, not tomorrow, today. If you get it, you get it. Anyway, Meg's like, what are you talking about? Dub music. Very, very cheesy, corny dub music. And because I wanted to say kickoff again, but I was afraid Yami would give out to me again. I was like, well, yeah, but no, footballs, right? So I said, right, well, I'll just reference Kick It Up, the song. Faction Life, yeah. Yeah, he's on the Angoromon ship. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to raise me a Commandomon. I'm looking forward to that. That comes out, like, the middle of December?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's not like the Jellymon and Angoromon ships aren't out for like another month, which is weird. Oh god. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. Oh, Meg has killed me already. Oh no.
That
Oh.
wasn't even good.
No, it wasn't, but it was great. It was so bad. Like, that's so bad it loops back around on itself and just becomes fantastic. Yeah, I mean, totally innocent. Yeah. Cool. So we are also. I don't want to seem like I've got my cap out, I suppose.
Yeah.
But we are but the Ghost Game promo cards that you can only get at Japanese tournaments, people are selling those individually, and I would very much like a Jellymon card. So if you'd like to contribute to that, there's a thingy there in the chat. Help us get the promo cards, and yeah, we can all give thanks to Lord Jellymon together. So with that out of the way, let's finally hit this play button. Let's dig the faction life. And is it real or fiction? Let's go. Hitting the play button in 3, 2, 1, bang. Toy animation cat. It's such a it's so catchy. I've been listening to First Riders, the evolution theme, and it's so different. Like, as an evolution theme, it's not as, it goes hard in places, but it's so very soft in others. It's completely different to what we're used to from this franchise.
Did I say it's kind of like more of a, like the anime guy is like,
oh yeah,
in the midst of like a fight with a bad guy.
Yeah,
it's
it's very
boost of friendship.
Yeah, it's not so much like a big fighting theme as it is like this swell leading up to that, like from a Power of Friendship speech. Like that's like, if there are these moments where it goes hard and you'd have those dramatic parts, but it doesn't feel like the big fight theme. It feels like the swell leading up to that. It's haunting and chilling. First time hearing Jellymon's voice, and it took me a while to get used to it because all I heard was a sassy Offmon. Oh! Oh god, yeah, Jellymon is voiced by Offmon, isn't she? Oh, that makes her all the better.
For me, I'm gonna be...
Yeah.
Offmon.
yeah. Again,
I'm all backwards.
Yeah, Meg's backwards. Again, she meets Offmon in Athlymon. She's gonna be hearing Jellymon. What?
My webcam is slightly blocking.
Oh, well, we can't even lower it down because of the way the setup is. Oh. Yeah, posture check. Why did it have to be snakes?
It's all snakes.
Okay, so we got the warning thing. Oh my god, she has been haunting him this whole time! Yes! Yes! Oh my god, I can't believe we called it. Oh god, she's just throwing shit at him now.
Should we trying to hurt him?
She's actually trying to kill him. Amazing. She has been haunting him all along.
Would have been more right in the face.
Yeah. Oh.
She's stopping the machines from...
I knew I was cursed. Oh no, Kyoshiro.
Jellymon.
Jellymon is such a bully. Mono thinks it's Kiro's. Oh, the blood drops. Put this on. Oh no. no. Oh, his chair is Jellymon colored. That's interesting. Oh, there's the floating head. What are these facial? What are these facial expressions? Oh my god. Okay, there's a little I love the fact that she's realizing herself, but that's a little inconsistent based on the whole Drachmon thing. What they can and can't touch. But it's funny.
Very determined.
Jellymon. I love his pro gamer setup though. Moogle maps. Just nobody tells Square, I guess. So do I, but it is virtual talismans.
The shoulders.
It's just his shaking shoulders. And Gamamon, they've realized him in because there's no point in hiding him now, I guess. How many did you set? About 1,000. Local information of technology, I guess, IoT? I love the fact that he's tried to set up like digital talismans. That's self stuff. He's just flying around.
Is that a wall or a screen?
Yes. Hologram wall, maybe? I do like that he just flies around, though. Aww.
Ketchup.
Obviously. Okay, I love her laugh. Oh, here we go. There she is.
She's so pretty.
What a nice stretch. Jelly. You were called a prodigy as a child and sent to the United States to study. If you ask me, you're not that special. Jesus! She just slap him?
Dare you talk back to me?
Apparently he has a master's degree, sure.
What is Gamamon doing?
Leave us your anime favorites. He loves manga and anime and wanted the Japanese school life experience. What a stupid reason to come back. Don't make fun of my preferences. Oh, okay. He's just a big weeb.
Yeah, Japanese weeb. Yeah.
Oh my god, he's Arata. He's just Arata, but a coward. And she made fun of the bandage as well. I was just throwing things.
Quiet.
Oh.
He's so happy to see him scared.
Yeah. Our hero's just like, no, she's your problem. I'm good. I love that she's like, okay, yeah, so what are you trying to reference by wearing that bandage? Oh, he's just a big weeb. Oh God, I'm crying. Oh my God, something big coming.
Oh, that guy's on.
Kanto! You goddamn Kanto! Get out of my Digimon! Look, I understand Kanto is an actual place, but I couldn't leave. I couldn't not make the Pokemon joke. Enjoy some Can ASMR. Oh, my Jellymon. Haven't seen you in, what, since Tamers? Someone hacked the digital money management system. Codename is apparently Yenim. Money backwards, what a lame name. Is she into cryptocurrency?
Oh god.
Has she turned all his talismans into crypto mining? Goromon's on the phone!
Just have like a little Bluetooth earpiece going on.
Yeah. Sugoi Dakai. Yeah, he's a perfect level, so he's not getting defeated this episode. Yeah, so the subtitle says Quetzalmon, but he clearly said Kokelmon. It's still like one of the dumbest name changes. What? Gamamon's making friends, I guess.
He's running around. Bother to him.
Oh, his little sad face. Oh,
he does have a phone.
oh, he does have. He just has the phone. Okay. Brilliant. His job is to preserve the flow of money. Can I have that image? Can we get that as a poster?
Even his eyes are trembling.
Yeah. Oh, the animation is so good. Did you rewrite my... She's just stealing money! Jelly coin, I guess. Jellymon doing his Akuma Shogun impression. Cookie to those who know what that is. Cute. Money game and greed and encouragement especially. Don't encourage her. Well, maybe do.
Run away.
I don't know. These have to be the thinnest windows ever if they're having this conversation through them. Oh, here we go. Back into quasi-digital world. Okay.
Perfectly grassy.
Yeah, okay, hold on. So was it top button twice, and then the bottom button? Nah, mine's broken.
No.
Okay.
No digital work. Don't worry, though. Anything left.
Oh, he does have a spine, I think. Elite hacker Jellymon, I guess. Sure. Start deleting them if you have time to cry. She's amazing. Should I call that place Digiquartz or the Aor field? Yeah, it's a bit of both, isn't it? Rory's face is just like, I'm so done with this.
That's fine, didn't last long.
No, it did not. Oh.
Can't unsee armor.
Don't be lucky.
I can see.
It's too late to
someone
run
pointed
away
it out.
now. Oh, well, yeah, so much for that. Oh. You know, calling him Gamamon, it's not wrong. Like, he should have called out Betel Gamamon there, but, you know, he's technically not wrong. Uh-oh. Offmon fuse. Falls into Logamon. Yeah.
The one with the laser and
Bitmon? Is it Rabbitmon?
you don't have time
to pass out. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's a 100-foot tall dragon. That'll do it.
Now that you've said rabbit,
He just threw her off him. So she got.
See that.
I don't know, but we're swelling up here. Are we getting another evolution? Like, Angoramon hasn't even evolved yet. Lemon break, you big weeb! And she's impressed. Sure. BB Thunder. She has a gun! Oh. Second impact? All the Bitcoin flowing away.
Arrows and that?
Collider? Yeah.
And break the talisman?
All has been purified.
Well.
Yeah, alright, yeah, sure. Just don't do it again, I guess. So much for Divine Wrath. Come on. Divine Indifference, yeah.
Fix it. Oh, okay.
Digital money system was restored.
What are they gonna explain? Oh no, the dorm is in the. Yeah.
But I get bailed out. She's just taking credit for all of it. Oh. The dragon god follows blindly in a single. Therefore the world is unharmed. Like, what? She's just called Ruri Darling?
What is she called?
Was that Kyoshiro or Ruri she called Darling? Can we rewind that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's see if we can go back.
I think that was more to show us that heard her.
What in the world was all that? Right.
Looking at him.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. So Ruri heard her, but she was calling Kyoshiro my darling. Well, this is gonna get weird. I don't think we're ready for that. Okay. So that was fun.
That was very fun.
That was stupidly fun. In the best way.
I'm in love.
Yeah. Same.
love, yeah.
Same. Yeah. Better than last week's episode.
Worried about the Rule 34 people out there. Oh, I'm sure they've already.
I thought you were saying that, and then I
No.
saw the comment from Sleep. Because I was thinking, oh no, because we'd already seen that picture that was retweeted. So, right, so we follow With the Will on Twitter, and they retweeted some Jellymon artwork, and it's really good artwork, and it's like a full body shot of Jellymon and then like a close-up of different things. But they kind of detailed her a little too well in one particular area, we might say. And yeah, it's I'm worried for Rule 34 already. So we're getting a karaoke episode next week. Seirenmon! Nice! Oh, she is baby, but oh, that'll be fun. The cursed song. Okay. So yeah, okay, so Seirenmon is turning up. Not what I expected, but that'll be fun. For those who don't know what a Seirenmon looks like, she's a little bird Digimon. She's a little burb. Let's see if I can get a picture here I can load into. Oh, that's not how you spell that. It's Wyron. That's not how that works. Yeah, so her dub name is Sirenmon, but a lot of the translation is Seiren, Seiren.
Siren makes
for karaoke, yeah. But like, she's just baby.
Oh, she is just baby.
Like absolutely adorable.
Donkey baby.
Yeah, so let me I'll load that into the stream there for people who might not be familiar with her.
I expected karaoke.
Well, are you trying to make sure that this show can't have any more best episodes? Because come on, I mean, after like Adventure 2020's best episode was the Animon one, in my opinion. There we go. So for those who don't know, that's Sirenmon. Usually associated to Ceresmon and Junomon. You'll normally see artwork where she's hanging out with those two. He'd meet the ultimate criteria, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's Sirenmon. So she's gonna be in our episode next week for the karaoke. Interesting, because you look at her and you don't think horror.
Yeah.
Like she's not exactly a spooky looking Digimon. Yeah, and I think they'll go with that. Like, I doubt she's gonna be like a Chucky doll or anything, but she's definitely gonna have that sort of cute creepiness to her, I imagine. Idolmon needs to be a thing. I was trying to think if there's a Digimon that comes close, and I don't think so. So maybe. We have Lovely Angemon. Yeah, Lovely Angemon is probably the closest thing we have to an idol Digimon. So for those who don't know what a Lovely Angemon looks like, I'll just pull her sprite from Rise. So for those who don't know what Lovely Angemon looks like, that is Lovely Angemon, and she is basically an idol. Looking at her, like, you know, no censors. Oh. So yeah, fantastic episode. Jellymon is the best. I like that we did call that she's just been haunting Kyoshiro this whole time. I thought maybe her just handing him the Digivice though, like, put this on,
just loading herself into it,
and loading herself in is really fun. Like, it is an inconsistency with the Dracmon stuff in what Digimon can and can't touch when they're in a non-realized state, but for the humor it added, and maybe you could run a loophole or something. Well, it's her device and it's her chip, so maybe there's an allowance for that.
I kind of want to go.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, but it was a whole plot point of the Dracmon episode, so that's why it sort of stays fresh in the mind. Eri is the best idol. Yeah. Really good episode today. Definitely really good episode today. So with that in mind, I think we'll just jump straight to the ranking, and and then we'll do some more. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. So this should only be the only thing the chat is seeing. Yeah. Okay. So divine anger or divine wrath. I guess I'll readjust it just to go with what the show called the episode title. Favorite character? Oh, like Kyoshiro is really good, but it has to be Jellymon, doesn't it? Like it has to be Jellymon, and I'm giving this a 5. I love this. This episode was so fun. What about you?
You can copy paste.
We'll get Copepimon in.
What?
Copy Paymon?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a great episode.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, more of this, please. I love this dynamic that we have between the two, where she'll hit you with Dokkan. I'm surprised she even knew what the Digivice was. Maybe she's been around for a while. That's my guess. Like that she's had a bit of an inside track on what Hero's been doing.
Then again, didn't.
Yeah, and
or was that after he was?
No, well, Angoramon knew a bunch of stuff as well. Yeah.
So maybe.
But he didn't go out of his way to get himself realized.
Yeah.
So, because he was happier protecting her from the shadows or whatever.
Birthday got here.
Yeah. Maybe they have something to do with Hero's dad or. But I just like that she's just a little troll, like in the best possible way. Like her taking the mick out of him for leaving America to come back and be a weeb.
Yeah.
is just hilarious. And
you have a master's. That's not.
Yeah, you have a master's. You're not special. I know, and you know what? Like, it's sad to say, like, I mean, but for all the years that people put into getting master's degrees, and we're in this sort of situation in the world where, like, I've worked with people who have master's degrees and they're doing call center work because the field they specialized in weren't hiring, and you have to do something to make a living, you know? So for her to say a line like that, anyone with a master's degree must have just gone, oh, you know,
ouch,
ouch, right in the degree, yeah, right in the degree. Oh, she's just fun. Like the whole thing with the ketchup on the ceiling, put it on. Like, how long did it take her to set it up? How long was he gone for that she was able to sneak into Hero's room, take the third Digivice and the dim card, go back, paint the ceiling in ketchup, and then just wait?
I think she did the ceiling first, and then, or when he came back from the vet.
Oh, yeah. So she might have been letting herself back in.
Yeah, because his door, the light went on and side of his door, and then he was like, I thought I left that closed.
Yeah, so that might have been her letting herself back in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still funny though. I kind of love it. It's a 5 out of 5 from us. I don't know. I don't know how we could say otherwise. Like, I was crying with laughter. So yeah, it's very good.
And even little things like Gamamon was like climbing up on Kyo's
back
and like, trying to get his head.
Yeah, was he like trying to play with his hair or something? Yeah. And they just kept slipping off.
And he's just holding up the snakes. Like
the whole thing with the snakes, friends. And then his face when he had to throw them back inside, he's just like, oh.
I want to play.
Yeah. Oh, he's such a baby. Which is going to be interesting because Seirenmon is also a baby. So just the two of them together. That could be really fun. He realized he should stay in the background. Oh, yeah. Like, yeah. Like, even the voice actors were like, why is his name? Yeah. For a while, I thought his given name was Higashi Mitarai. And then I watched the show and remembered that when than Japanese people. It's the last name first. Yeah. It's still an odd surname. Like, it is definitely an anime surname. Like, no, I could be wrong. There could be Higashi Mitarai's in real life, but it does sound like one of those names that's just created for comic effect. You're gonna Googling on stream. Higashi Mi. Alright. Well, you can spell it already, so that's a start. Oh no, it's just him. It's just him. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I suppose. What did the chat? Like, what are the chat's feelings on the episode?
Even when you type in minus Digimon, he still comes up.
Brilliant. So it is just a him thing. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah, so what are the chat's feelings on the episode? Did you guys enjoy it? Was there anything you wish it did, or anything you were or weren't a fan of? I'll go back and have a look. So I think we were up to, we seen the Rule 34 comment, the first one. Should I call it? Should I call this place Digiquartz or Aor Field? Yeah, it is a little bit of both. Jellymon learned. Logomon, yeah. Also has Curace's problem. It's impossible to unhear. I'm not familiar. I haven't really watched Precure, so I can't really attest to that. Let's see. It's a double impact. Yeah. I'm worried about the Rule 34 people. There are important features. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Any content will eventually get Rule 34. Yeah, I mean, that is the rule, isn't it? That is what Rule 34 is. If it exists, there's X of it. So that is the rule. I expected Edamon, so I guess Jellymon has developed a crush on Kyoshiro. Maybe? Or maybe she's just going to be super protective. Is she just going to go yonder on him? Like, only I get to bully him, only I get to...
Yeah, maybe.
You know, because that was the other thought we had.
Like, one thing she does like is, like, she thinks it's cute that he gets...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's scaring him to actually be afraid. She just...
Yeah. Like, it could very well... She could just go complete yonder him, because that was one thing we were talking about, like... Because we thought that Kyoshiro would see the Digivice as like the ultimate talisman, but she would be super protective of it, you know. And maybe maybe less the Digivice being the talisman thing, but her being very overly protective and only I get to bully him kind of thing. That could be where they're going with it.
It's one of those I pick on, like, you do it.
Yeah,
No.
that you
You're
know.
in trouble.
Edamon would eat the ultimate criteria. Yeah, that we talked about Idlemon and got into lovely Angemon. I'm surprised she even knew what the Digivice was. Maybe talked about that. He'll give you a Dokkan punch to the face. Did she slap Kyoshiro at that second time?
Yes.
Okay, so she
Yeah.
Tentacle slaps. Kyoshiro just keeps his hand bandaged to keep the seal. Yeah, like, it seems like it is just an anime weeb thing. You know, so I can't really comment on that. But it would be interesting if, like, it does turn out it's not complete BS and the bandage actually does something. I think he might lose that bandage super early. I think he'll undo the bandage and she'll evolve.
Okay.
Undoing the seal, she'll go to champion level or adult level because he undoes the bandage.
Okay. Depends on why.
Yeah, I mean, the episode seems to imply he has a bandage because he's a weeb and it's anime AF.
Yeah.
But But it could maybe. I think that's what might happen. He might undo the bandage, and the seal is undone, and she evolves to maybe not to champion, maybe to ultimate or perfect. Because we still don't know what her perfect level is yet. We don't know what comes after Tesla Jellymon. So it could be an ultimate level thing, but yeah. So, like Tandano Hitohito level of name creative. Majiromon was really menacing. Yeah, no, I really do like the aesthetic of like this unrealized. Like when I thought he was more menacing when he was in hologram form.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because it was just like this, like kinda see-through, kinda there. 100-foot tall dragon just stomping through the city like Godzilla. You know, but again, we haven't seen Majiromon since Tamers, so that was nice. When the snakes all start popping up, I thought we were getting Orochimon again. I was like, that's a bit early, because Orochimon was not a huge part of Adventure 2020, but he was in a key episode. You know, so I thought it might have been a bit too soon to get Orochimon again, so glad to see the snakes were just snakes.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything, they were just...
Snakes something?
I don't know, I think they were just there to be like the plague. You know, like the Bible and the locusts and
yeah, but
stuff
that's what
like
I mean.
that.
Is there some connection, or did they just go, what's scary? And
Yeah, might have been just that. Let's see. Might become the bay leaf situation. Oh, like Ash's bay leaf. Yeah, maybe they could do that. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's definitely a possibility. Look up Cure Ace's attack, Ace Shot, but at the same time, don't wait for the penny to drop and never unhear it again. Oh, okay. So that's probably a thing we should do off screen. Speaking of things we did off screen, so at the end of last week's episode, I introduced Meg to a couple of the scenes from Savers that we were talking about. You want to tell the chat how you felt about Masaru stopping a spear with his fist?
oh, I didn't want to remember that. That was... I don't have words for that. I just don't.
Oh.
No. No, he was sliced in two, and the episode ended. That's as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, what was the other scene we watched as well? This was something else that we were talking about. Oh, it was like one of the other scenes we were talking about last week. I showed her as well, and she basically died. Oh. Oh, right.
It's 108. I was wondering that as well.
108 is a thing in Japanese folklore. I remember it from Saint Seiya, funnily enough. Let's see, 108. It's like so yeah, so in Japan, at the end of the year, a bell is chimed 108 times in Buddhist temples to finish the old year and welcome the new one. Each ring represents one of the 108 earthly temptations, or bono, a person must overcome to achieve nirvana. But it's...
that makes more sense.
Yeah, but it also represents the unity and wholeness of existence. There is 108 chakras. Then in Saint Seiya lore, there's 108 specters that work for Hades. So it's it has real cultural significance, kind of like the number 4 and how it's associated to death because of the similar sounds and such. But yeah, no, it's got a real it's a cultural thing. Wasn't Orochimon in Tamers when Juri was kidnapped? That it was, yeah. Spoilers, I guess.
I've seen 10 episodes of Tamers.
Yeah, that's fair. But we'll have to start all over again soon.
I'm not going to remember by the time I get around to it again.
Fair enough. When I saw Masaru punch the spear, I was thinking, how is his hand not broken? It really made me question how strong Masaru was. Yeah.
And I'd even believe him punching all these Digimon giant forms and the tip of a spear. No, that is a knife. You cannot punch a knife.
He clearly did, though. He clearly punched a knife.
No.
Oh, man. Oh, it's...
Sorry, folks. Dead.
Dead. Let me see. Hold on. Let me have a look. You just have a look at my search history and see if we can find the other one. History. Oh, yeah, watch stuff. No, well, it was a week ago. Now let's have a look. Because there was another, it was another Savers thing as well. It was another season 5 thing. So. No, it wasn't. It wasn't the desert thing. No, I haven't shown you that yet. Have I? The desert punch? I've shown you that
before we talked about it.
Oh right, okay. Oh yeah. Oh, the Advent Children thing.
Oh yes, yeah.
The big Advent Children reference.
Yeah, yeah.
Like of all the Final Fantasy things to reference, you go with Advent Children. Yeah. Interesting's a word.
Yeah. That's the only word I got.
But Oh, you okay? Please don't die. I don't think my insurance covers you dying on. Oh boy. Let's see.
YouTube, it's okay.
Oh yeah, the Resident Evil situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing Resident Evil, Zero? The one on the train, yes.
Yeah, Zero, yeah.
Yes, we were playing Resident Evil 0 on the channel about a year and a half ago. And there's a scene in the opening where like the zombie's head falls off and rolls into the camera.
Yeah, like it's just sitting at a desk.
Yeah.
The head just...
Yeah, and YouTube cut the stream because I thought it was a real decapitated. Not even sure if I can say the word.
Yeah, but yeah, it was the most pixelated thing I've ever seen. I don't know how it picked up that it was a head. Never mind that it was that word.
So you gotta be careful around the algorithm, right?
All the things are left on.
Oh god, yeah.
Pixelated zombie gets you cut off.
Yeah. Let's see. I like the episode. I have no complaints really. I just think it's a little strange that it's episode 5 and Gamamon's the only thing. Well, we're going to get into the spoilers for next week. Well, the next couple of weeks, and that should possibly alleviate some of that. Because I definitely do think we're going to start seeing the other champions soon enough. I'm just glad that even if Gamamon is the only one evolving, that we haven't seen all of the evolutions yet. Because that would just really feel... I think we'd run into a Taichi situation again.
Yeah.
Very quickly if that were to happen. Like
I don't exactly like that he's had an evolution. But
oh yeah.
I see why he has.
Yeah.
But I don't want... Next episode has an evolution. Next episode he has an evolution. Yeah. Then it'll just stretch out with no middle.
I forget if Koki needed to punch a Digimon to act. So yes. Because he's just evil Masaru. like there's a scene where they punch each other and they set off each other's Digisoul. That's kind of how they...
So they don't need to punch Digimon. Punch something.
Yeah, well, anything with digital energy.
Oh, okay.
The thing with Koki is he's one of Kurata's trio, and Kurata's infused them with pseudoscience digital bullshit so that they can evolve. So they kind of do the frontier thing, but it's science and man-made. So when Masaru punches Koki, the Digimon data in him activates Masaru's Digisoul, and Koki's sole goal is just to murder Masaru. So his murderous intent for being able to do that is what activates his. Yeah, and I still think it's odd that Koki isn't the one that got the goggles, because that would have been a real fun thing for Savers. Because Savers, like this show, doesn't have a goggle boy.
Oh.
They didn't give Masaru a pair of goggles. But when evil Masaru shows up in the form of Koki, it would have been a real nice twist on the formula if Koki had goggles.
Yeah.
I'd have loved that, and I've been saying that since Savers aired back in 2005. So I've been on that train for 15 years now, 16. What I want is Hero to get goggles later on, though. Like, I'm okay that he doesn't have them now, but I think when the show gets into the stage where they're visiting the digital world properly and not just doing this 2-2-1 thing, like he should get a pair of goggles, right? A hero needs his goggles, as Taiki once said. So, yeah, Highlander effect. Let's see. Jellymon's ultimate has me worried. The highly probable design implications. Yes and no. I say yes because it's anime and you've got a jellyfish and tentacles, and it's really easy to sort of take the easy way out on a design like that, right?
She could just turn into a giant blob and like confuse us all.
Yeah, but like, right? So there's a couple of ways, right? They could really go sexy tentacle lady with it. They could turn her into something like Calamarimon, who I don't know if you're familiar with. Okay. Now I know jellyfish and squid aren't quite the same thing, but calamara, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
So they could go in that direction, but given but given what we know of Tesla Jellymon's design, I don't think they'll do it. Because Tesla Jellymon's design is very bizarre as well, from what we've seen of it. Tesla Jelly? Yeah, no problem. Like, Tesla Jellymon's design is very... what the... I think I tried to type in Teslamon. Like, that's all... Like, from what we've seen of it so far, it doesn't appear to be... It just looks like an older Jellymon.
I was gonna say her style is kind of younger, but
yeah, like, but it looks like her tentacles have become like horn scarves. You know, it's like,
okay,
yeah. I'm just pulling up the thing from the opening, so just give a clearer look at it from the opening video.
Yeah.
I think that's her skin. But it does look like sleeves on the top. Yeah. But it looks like a little skirt thing.
Yeah.
But stomach, yeah. I'll pull it up. I'll put it up in the chat just so we can all really have a chin wag about it. Clatter's leaving. Well, thank you so much for joining in, Clatter. Really do appreciate it, and we're glad you had fun. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you next week. We hope. Do look after yourself. Bye. Right, so let me just bring that image of Tesla back up. Well, that'll do. So, yeah, so just, I mean, looking at this, I don't know if they'll sexy animeify that. I don't know if they'll go any further with that. Especially if they're keeping the giant head blob thing, you know, and like her skin being a skirt and like all the tears and stuff, which, yeah. So I don't know if they'll Rosemon her, basically. Maybe for the Mega, but I don't know about the perfect level or the ultimate level. Maybe for for Mega, she'll, you know, I would like to think that they won't lean into the tropes too hard, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked at the same time. But I think the design philosophy of this show leads me to believe otherwise.
I'd rather not have her leave. Rather not that.
No, well, I'd also rather her not become sexy if she's going to be calling him my darling.
Yeah.
That's going to get very weird in a hurry.
That's why I want her to do something completely.
Yeah.
Giant version of that with it.
Yeah, so something like something like Calamari.
No human body. Just
giant
just
jellyfish.
That would be so cool.
So just giant jellyfish. Okay, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's
that would just knock everyone sideways because they're all like, "Ooh, can't wait for the grown-up version."
Yeah.
And that's what they get.
Oh, the salt. Oh, the salt. Yeah. Yeah. Take that down. Let's have a look. Else, well, it's technically the first team episode next week. Yeah, because the gang is all together. When a biohybrid loses and the Digimon appears, that means they can't evolve anymore, right? Yeah, because the Digimon inside them has been reverted to an egg, so they no longer have that data in their system to be able to evolve into. That's right, yeah. Okay. So, will we move on then to the comments from last week?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Charged enough now, I can switch over. Alrighty, so let's have a look then. Okay, so take off the I haven't responded filter. Not making that mistake again.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So Ataro says Merry Christmas, AJ. Wait, no, that's not right. Anyway, congrats to Hero, you've been upgraded from protagonist to Ruri's manservant. These kids are lucky the writers forgot or ignored that Pumpkinmon stabbing the pumpkins with such force would have caused it to accidentally pierce straight through into someone's eye. It nearly did, though.
It nearly did. But also, animators or whoever decided these break like the comic.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah, they were tough to carve, but as soon as they took a blow to the head, they just shattered into tiny pieces.
Like glass. Like, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah. The Savers Encyclopedia. Yeah, that is my brain. That is my brain. For better or worse, the Savers Encyclopedia is up here. But then again...
Like you are the
sometimes I am the Wikimon. Yeah, Yami will attest to that. Sometimes I am the Wikimon. I need a new hobby. Okay. Don't belittle me on screen, please.
I enjoy it. Hobby.
I'm glad someone does.
Clearly,
Yeah, no, that's why I was going to include them as well. You and these fine folk we hang out with every Sunday. It's amazing. Thank you all so much as always. So Ataro goes on to say, then again, it wanted friends, so maybe it was purposefully trying to avoid that. I think it's a little bit of both, you know. I think it would have been a bit too bloody if Pumpkinmon actually accidentally properly stabbed somebody in the face.
Yeah.
But, you know, like...
That would have raised the rating.
That would have raised... Yeah, that would have raised the rating up a little bit, but... You know, it was spooky enough, and then there was that moment where we're like, we want to see this from Hero's perspective with the knife coming at him.
Yeah, and then it did.
And then it just, like, it's right at his eyeball. I'm just like, okay, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not. So, but, yeah, look, that was really fun as well. I'm good. So the return of VVV says, I don't understand how you gave episode 2 a 5 and this one a 3. What's the difference? They're the same to me, if not the last one being better. Well, it's the newness of it. right? I mean, by right, the Mummymon episode, and we talked about this last week. The Mummymon episode and last week's episode with Pumpkinmon, they are invariably the same plot, with a different finish, a different twist on the finish. But what makes the Mummymon episode better is that it did it first. It doesn't feel like you've already seen this episode. And
it'd be different on a rewatch.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd go, oh yeah, these are the same episodes.
Yeah, on a rewatch, you'd probably rank them lower because the plot is very, oh, he's misunderstood, he just wanted to learn, or oh, he just wanted friends. But I think the Mummymon episode did it better, and did it first. And for me, that's why it ranks higher, because it's a very unexpected twist the first time around, where it's not that Mummymon is actively trying to kill these humans, but he's using burial techniques from 3,000 years ago and scientific practices from 3,000 years ago. And it's a nice little twist on things where Pumpkinmon wanted friends, and effectively it's the same plot, but the Mummymon episode is still better. I don't know if you agree or...
No, I do. Definitely. Again.
Yeah.
So that's why it got the higher rating.
Yeah. Sneaky Moo, I hope the animation throughout this season is consistent and odd animation. I only criticize the animation inconsistent like 2020. Well, I would hope now that we're supposedly on the tail end of the C virus, this whole pan, I don't know what I can say on YouTube and what I can't, but this whole thing has just shown that if Resident Evil ever happened in real life, we'd all be screwed. People would be thanking the Umbrella Corporation rather than lynching them. And if Stars or someone else did come up with an antidote to the T or the T virus or anything else, there would be a contingent of people that would be, no, I'm happy being a zombie.
Yeah, we don't. He's right.
So, but let's not get political.
It's okay, we covered it with Resident Evil.
We covered it with Resident Evil, yeah. But yeah, I think, but I mean, my joking aside, I think us being on hopefully the better side of this whole thing means that animation studios have the facility to work that bit more consistently, and we won't see as many off-model errors, cohesively as well.
Yeah.
So we won't see as many animation errors or things, like that, where there was clearly dips in the budget in certain episodes of 2020, and we've all pointed out the instances of PNGs just being dragged across the screen rather than wings flapping or anything like that. So you would hope that that animators and such are in a position now to be able to work better.
I didn't
yeah.
think. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah. No, definitely like
messaging you going, what the hell is that? Why is that doing that?
Yeah. Oh, Juno, thank you so much for joining in. If only for a moment. See you next time. Thank you so much. We do appreciate that. I feel like I should do the Keanu Reeves thing. No, you're awesome for joining us. Thank you so much. But yeah. So then Skip0390 says, I miss the old format of the Code Crown podcast where you gave a synopsis and then your opinion. That is a valid comment, because I did wonder about changing the format of the show, going from pre-recorded stuff where I could do a bit more editing work and do parody intros and things like that, right? But there was enough of a demand. I don't like saying demand, right? I don't feel like I'm big enough. I don't feel the channel is, I don't want to talk. We're great, but I don't want to big ourselves up too much, right?
But you can say there was a demand, because as soon as people saw live stuff, I like that.
Yeah, but there was enough. Yeah, but even before we went live, there was enough of a request for it. And it was really only intended to be sort of special episodes. But, I mean, you guys who tune in with us and you know, chat along and we have our banter and we have our conversations and such. And we, you know, made doing the live structure just much more appetizing. Like, I didn't mind doing the editing work. You know, if I thought I had a funny joke for something, it would turn into an intro. Like the thing with the Joe episodes with his random love of potato chips and riffing on the Death Note stuff, and Sora having the big knife and riffing on the Crocodile Dundee stuff. You know, if I have stuff like that I think can be great.
Sorry, I just read Yami's comment.
There was support, interest. Getting you a thesaurus for Christmas.
Like Yami.
I don't know if I do. I kid, Yami, you know I love you. Anyway.
Sorry.
While I'm not being bullied on my own program, I've got 2 Jellymon. What did I do to deserve this? Grr. Anyway. Enough people
Reported.
I was looking for a better word.
No, you do need the thesaurus.
No, I do need it. Now did you put me on the spot? Yeah. Now I need it. Now did you put me on the spot? But I think, yeah, enough people were in support of the live idea, even while I was still doing pre-recorded stuff, that it made sense to do it, and I think it's worked out maybe for the better. Because we wouldn't have banter like this if I was still doing pre-recorded stuff, right?
And you're like, not to say any of your reactions.
Not bully. Bullying is mean. Antagonize. I'm getting bullied on my own program here. Don't belittle me further. I will turn this podcast around.
What was I saying? I interrupted myself there. Not to say that your reactions, weren't genuine at all. But, people can see the raw reaction as opposed to knowing that you watched it and then
to curate stuff. It doesn't feel as because there were a couple of episodes in the Adventure 2020 run when I was doing the pre-recorded stuff where I went, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on this or a bit too generous, and maybe I should stifle the opinion a little bit as to not annoy people. And then I said enough of that and I annoyed people anyway, so sorry, not sorry, but it does allow for that more genuine reaction to things, like crying with laughter because of the Jellymon shenanigans wouldn't have had as much to it if I'm just telling you guys as opposed to you guys seeing it happen. So yeah, look, as much as I can appreciate that the older format might be missed in some regard, I think I prefer doing the live format now, just because of I have a co-host as well, who's and I love the format of the show now because you're a newbie to all of this and you're experiencing it all for the first time, and you're able to look at things through a lens that I can't. Admittedly,
I don't have a nostalgia filter.
Exactly, you don't have a nostalgia filter where I can look at it and go, but where you're like, no, or so I like the
or I look at something and go, he looks like a this mixed with a this, and you you're right.
So
the holy teapot.
The holy teapot. Yeah, well, I mean, he's been called the holy teapot since 2002.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I thought I came up with that on my own.
No.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, no. He's been called the holy Shakomon. He's been called the holy teapot since 02. Yeah, that's because one of his attacks is like a steam attack. It's literally a kettle going off.
The second I saw him, I went, "That's a teapot." So that's why I started calling him that.
To not be culturally insensitive, it is a Dogu doll, and we recognize that. But it's also they were briefer and more to the point in the old format. Yeah, the live format does allow for a bit more of a tangentially driven production. And I use the word production lightly. But yeah. Hey, Pedja, thanks for joining in. Much appreciated. So we're just going through the comments from last week's episode, and then we're going to get into spoiler territory. And I feel that's the best way to do it, because if people are only here for the watch along and then the comments, they can piece out. Yeah, if they don't want to be spoiled or if they want to hang on, So,
after our last stream, when Pedja came in, talk about the spoilers. And we said, please don't, because I hadn't seen spoilers. I was laughing later on because we asked someone not to spoil the spoilers.
Yeah. I suppose for the few in chat that don't get it, I've mentioned on occasion I do stream over on Twitch, which there. And Pedja is a regular over on the Twitch streams and was asking about the spoilers, but I wanted to save talking about the spoilers for tonight because Meg hadn't seen them yet, and yeah, so that's where that came from. Correction, he's trying to get through the comments from last week. You know what I meant. Anyway, antagonize, huh? Okay. Anyway, so we move on to Justin Games' comment then from last week's episode as well. So Justin says, okay, so I like this episode, but it isn't as good as the other three in my opinion. But it's still good. I really liked how Angoramon pretty much told us actual Digimon lore about evolution and compared it to growth, because it's true Digimon evolve over time and don't just revert back to their previous forms. It honestly reminds me of Tactimon. And I brought that up as well, that seed in Cross Wars, where Tactimon's like, how did you evolve in an instant? It took me 1,000 years to reach this form. With a bit more nuance and a bit more gravitas in his delivery, but because if Tactimon has anything to him, it's charisma and gravitas. He's a fun villain, Tactimon. But anyway, one flaw I'll say with this episode is they've no reason not to have Kyoshiro here. Yeah, even if it was just a cameo appearance of him being scared, it would have been great. I know they said that things will be different with how they handle their problems, but how long can they keep up letting the Digimon go thing? Yeah, and I think when we get into spoiler territory, again, as I say, that'll answer a lot of the questions that we do have about the direction the show will take, so definitely stay tuned for that. You open the box, deal with the consequences.
I think we talked about it.
Oh, the letting them go thing?
Letting them go.
Yeah.
Eventually.
It'll
come down to having to
delete something, yeah, because I think eventually it'll bite them in the ass. With Clockmon, Dracmon, Majiramon kind of went away because he went, okay, you're not interrupting money and you're not interrupting the flow of wealth. Society can move on.
What was bothering him was resolved, so he's like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah,
not my problem anymore.
And Pumpkinmon made friends, so But I think eventually, like if they do keep this up, it has to come back and bite them in the butt eventually. So, anyway, they keep it up because eventually Clockmon and Dracmon are just going to show back up, and most likely will get stronger through evolution, and seem to only care about causing horror and agony to others, and will be a bigger problem later, and may need to be killed. I wonder how they'll deal with this. I'm really looking forward to seeing Jellymon next week, and I wonder what she'll sound like. Well. Yeah, again, I think when we talk about the spoilers in a few minutes, that'll answer, or hopefully give us an idea of how that stuff is going to start being resolved going forward. I think a lot of, we're going to have, obviously there's going to be a bit of fantasy booking in our discussion on it. They might not do exactly what we think they're going to do, but I think the synopses give enough of an idea of when we can sort of expect this further tonal shift in how battles are handled. And then the final comment from last week was from Pedja. An okay episode, but the fact that they said artificial virus created Digimon is a big. that virus might be the final villain, something like Leviathan or the D-Reaper. Yeah, and we kind of touched on that last week as well. That'll probably be the way they go about it. Like, I think Gulu-Scamamon is just going to be the opening arc boss. I don't see him being final villain material. Although if he does turn out to be the final villain, it would be interesting, the idea of having to destroy your own partner, and we kind of touched on that last week as well. But how does Hero fight?
Yeah.
You know, like, or does the the evil side like get pulled from Gamamon, or do they
Its own thing.
become its own thing? Like, or do they do that thing they did in Try, where, you know, when Omegamon Merciful Mode start cutting up Ordinemon and Tailmon fell out of it? Do they do something like that, and like they literally have to cut Gamamon out of Gulu-Scamamon, and then that just goes off and becomes its own thing, and that way, and that sort of alleviates the problem then that I was thinking of last week, where if your whole premise of the plot is waiting for the main character to explode, and Gamamon is always threatening to go kaboom as it is, but if you're waiting for the point where he goes kaboom and turns evil because of it, there's a lot of the tension wears thin on that, you know, eventually. One arc for Gulu-Scamamon. Yeah, I definitely think it's only going to be a one arc thing. I think that's going to be our opening arc, and then we'll get on to bigger stuff.
Wondering about like if they go to the world, is he Professor Oak the other side?
Professor Oak. That'd be fun. Arc 2 Daemon. Maybe. Possible. But I guess we'll see. I don't want to speculate too much, because that has a problem in itself of building yourself up for something that doesn't happen. You know, so, and Arc 3 a new virus. Well, I think you're right there. I don't know about Arc 2 being Daemon, but I think Arc 3 being like the AI is probably, because they're talking a lot about hologram ghosts and AI and such, and this seems to be a very technologically advanced society, similar to Appmon's.
Yeah.
Like, we did joke last week that this is the Appmon sequel we didn't know we were getting. Yeah, Gamamon saying he'll go kaboom could be foreshadowing. Yeah, it might not just be a catchphrase, it might actually have some further in-story meaning, which will be fun. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, or Voltorb.
Or Voltorb, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then boom, literal boom.
Just give him some chocolate, it'll be fine. Okay, so we'll move on then to the spoiler stuff. And this comes courtesy, as always, of With the Will. So big shout outs to them while I close all these other tabs. So we're looking at the Ghost Game guide listings for episodes 6 through 9. The full team is together, plus a Digimon returns. Ooh. So, new guide listings for Digimon Ghost Game. These have episode titles and plot synopsis for episodes 6 through 9. The official episode title translations in the end may very well be different than these. The source of the image asked that it not be posted. An image from a secondary source will be posted. Oh, I'm gonna cut out, I don't want spoilers. Yeah, that's more than fair, and that's why we did the spoilers last, to give people a chance to bow out after doing the main reaction and then last week's comments and, you know, just the general banter. So look, have yourself a good night, Yami, and thank you so much for joining in, even if you were a big bully. Hopefully we'll see you back here next week as well, and, you know, we'll of course likely be chatting during the week anyway. But have yourself a good night, sleep well, drink some water, and I'll catch up with you later. Done. I'll antagonize you another week. Oh, indeed you shall. Indeed you shall. probably not a bad idea. Can I
Spoiler.
do something in her text? Let us see. Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, no, I can't do this because the GDI requires it, like it be a text file. Okay, let me get a spoiler banner here. Spoilers for Emmerdale are neighbors. Spoilers home and away. Coronation Street.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Just put that on screen.
Yeah,
you get it.
Spoiler alert. Nope. That's a fake. Because if it's a real one, the squares never show up on the that one again. Comparatively. On the thumb. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking for one that would just not get lost in the color of the background, with the big red background. So I was hoping for like a yellow one or a black one or something. Cute. It doesn't work. Oh yeah, you know what? Sure, let's go with that. I can blow it up. Oh. 1. Okay, so let's get the spoiler warning. Put it there? Okay. Okay, so we are... How did you rate up 5? Oh, we both ranked it a 5.
I had to sneeze and
Do let me know so I can mute the mic. We don't blow out everybody's ears.
They're not that bad.
Well, you gotta be responsible for headphone users.
True.
You know, that's right. So we are talking about the spoilers here for episodes 6 through 9. So, you know, we gave people their chance to mosey on. Cool. So episode 6, the Cursed Song, airing next week. In a near future where new technology has developed, if you sing a certain song at a karaoke bar, something bizarre happens. While you're in the middle of singing that song, someone's eerie singing joins in, or something black and mysterious attacks you, the singer. Ruri Tsukiyono hears about this and drags Hiro Amanokawa and Kiyoshiro Higashimitarai with her to a karaoke room. They discover that the culprit is Sirenmon, who was once a performance singer in the digital world. While Sirenmon's songs were originally a weapon to her, she learned after coming to the human world that songs can emotionally move people, and she wanted humans to listen to her songs. Hiro and Ko are forced to battle with Sirenmon, who can make musical attacks, so they stand up to her in the pseudo-digital world. But... So... okay. So this might not be straightforward. You know, you go to karaoke, Sirenmon joins in and attacks you if you're the singer. But what's the but? Yeah. Maybe? Okay. So we might be seeing glimpses of the real digital world?
Might need music to help. 5 get a 5.
Yeah. Then episode 7, bird. Just bird. Something aerial in the shape of a bird is seen throughout various parts of the city. At the same time, a murder of crows appears and attacks pet shops and private houses. Hiro's school and Ruri's friends are among the targeted, and pet birds disappear. What is the mysterious aerial shape that is pulling the strings behind the scenes? And what's more, a strange young man, Daigo, appears to be in a collaborative relationship with that aerial being. What is their goal? As Hiro and Co investigate the spots of the crow attacks, they come to realize Daigo and Co.'s terrible scheme. So, Daigo, obviously not related to Daigo from Adventure. I don't like them using that name when I'm thinking of Nishijima, But so we're doing that thing where humans and Digimon have come together for bad reasons. And I think that's always a fun thing when the franchise does it. It's something it doesn't do nearly enough. But has this bird materialized? Or has Daigo found a way to communicate with it as a hologram? Because without a Digivice, how are you meant to interact with a Digimon in this show? Are we getting our 6th Ranger already? Does Daigo have a Digivice? Yeah. 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 Oh god, why did they have to use Daigo? So it's I like the idea, because this just screams Hitchcock's Birds, right?
Yeah, but also that first.
Yeah.
Some aerial. Is that a bird? Is that a plane?
Yeah, but it also does, what bird is it going to be? Is it going to be like a Birdramon or I guess maybe a Saberdramon in this case, like Black Birdramon? Yeah, or is it going to be... Oh, it might be Yatagaramon. Well, its dub name is Crowmon.
Oh, well, yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to show Meg what Yatagaramon looks like.
Okay. For people.
Oh. Yeah, there's 2 versions of it. So there's this one, which is much more pitch black, and then there's the one from the 2006 anime, Savers. That whole evolution line got redesigned for the anime. Look at Falco, its rookie form or child form is Falcomon. And that's what Falcomon originally looked like, and that's the one we're going to see in Survive if it ever comes out. But then it got redesigned into this for the Season 5 anime, which looks more like an owl.
Yeah.
It does. It does look like an animal. He does look like an Animal Crossing
If
guy.
that walked into my village, I wouldn't ban
No. So there's 2 different versions of it, with drastic designs, and a lot of the higher evolutions kind of got the same treatment. Yatagaramon. I think this one evolves into something. Yeah. So it's Pekmon, Yatagaramon. First one, but it does have. Yeah. So it turns into Diatrimon, which is this dinosaur-looking thing, and then into the black Yatagaramon, and then into Baldermon. So, but so it might be and given that this show likes using ultimate levels as its enemies, it might be a Yatagaramon. Especially, and I only say it because of the whole murder of crows thing.
Yeah.
Dracmon did say there are bad humans that would help evil Digimon and everything. That he did. And this season needs a consistent rule. Well, we don't know how Daigo's interacting yet. It all comes down to, right? Is he interacting with it like the heroes and their Digimon do? Or is he talking through a screen or through like some other device? Does he have like, is this the start of us seeing like evil tamers and maybe they have their own digivices and
Yes, maybe. Places
stolen or something? Yeah, like it's all about the execution, right? Like, I don't mind the inconsistency of Jellymon being able to realize herself despite that contradicting the Dracmon episode. But this needs to be done in a way that makes sense. Like, if this Digimon is still in hologram form, how is he communicating with it? Or if it's fully realized, how? Like, what? Like, even if it's something stupid like a surge of energy hit it and that let it materialize, as long as there's some explanation for it and it's not just because reasons.
Yeah.
It's not just because the plot said so. Yeah. Like, as long as it's not just for plot reasons, you know, it comes down to the execution of it. Moving on then to episode 8, we have Night Parade or Pandemonium, episode airing November 28th. Parademonium, yeah. There might not be a podcast that Sunday. Just letting you guys know in advance. We'll likely be diverting the podcast that week to Monday or Tuesday. The day is to be confirmed. I think the same for the following. What day is the Friday or the Saturday? The 4th. Okay, so we'll be back in time for the podcast then the following week. But the weekend of the 28th will be away. So there won't be the podcast will be that Monday or Tuesday, the 29th. Yeah, the 29th or 30th we'll do the podcast for that episode. But something mysterious occurs on the Metropolis Expressway. According to eyewitness reports, monsters can be seen racing along the interstate. Digimon kart racing? Sweet! It came to be called the Night Parade. Ruri invites Hiro and Kyoshiro to hang out at a racing kart ground, but abruptly a Digimon in the race cart appears on the course. The Digimon runs around showily before heading toward the expressway. Hiro and Co. learn that the monster Night Parade appearing on the expressway is the work of Digimon, but what exactly are the reasons for it? So this is just going to be Digimon kart, right? Which is a thing. Digimon racing is a thing. You see a little Gilmon and Agumon in their race cart.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we'll. It's a Game Boy Advance game, so maybe we can stream that one for one night or something. You know, so you like little Togemon here in its race cart and stuff. So it is a thing. So that's what it reminds me of. Whether that's actually the case or not is up for debate, but I don't know. Is this going to be like the Fast and Furious for Digimon? Like, it doesn't even give
what
you
exactly is the reason?
Family is the reason for it. Yeah. Oh, it's all about family. Racemon. Yeah, like, as long as we don't get. Oh god, as long as we don't get Mockmon again or something like that. Like, because we just got him in Adventure 2020, right? Like, we don't need Mockmon again. Because he is in, like, one of the worst episodes of that season. Like, Melgarurumon evolved because it wanted to win a race. No, like, and look, it's fucking giant. Like, we just got Mockmon, so maybe not again. Oh, look, I do love that even his card though has a reference to the Digimon racing.
That's
Yeah.
maybe he can be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or something. But yeah, if he was just shown it.
use it again so
Yeah.
quickly. Yeah. But they don't tell you, and that's what I like about 7 as well. It doesn't tell you what the mysterious bird shape is. So we're not like 6 is the only one where we've been given a definitive enemy. But if this is just Digimon Cart, that'll be a fun filler episode. But I don't know. Like, without more information to go on, I don't think there's a lot we can dissect. But episode 9 is where it gets fun and where it really does become a case of this is probably the episode that'll set the tone. So episode 9, Twisted Time. Ooh, I wonder what that means. Airing December 5th, Hiro begins to mistake the time and arrive late, or is about to go to bed when several hours have already gone past him without realizing it. For some reason, only Hiro's sense of time is getting messed up. Rory and co invite him to hang out with them at the library in the suburbs as a change of pace. There, they meet the knowledgeable Bokomon. Oh, okay. And their assistant, Bakumon. Oh, haven't seen Bakumon in a while. Who have arrived in the human world. They learn that it is the Clockmon previously encountered who was messing up Hiro's time. He was taking his revenge on Hiro. When Rory and co leave the library, Clockmon attacks Hiro, but just then, the situation takes a sudden turn. So we've got some interesting episodes as the team comes together, and we've got Clockmon's return. And this signals to me that Clockmon's getting deleted.
Yeah.
But
Maybe not.
But if the situation takes a turn, is this where we see Gulus Gamamon? Because he was already foreshadowed in the first Clockmon episode.
Afraid of him.
Yeah. Paul de Belial Vandemon. You have outlived your usefulness. Nom. Yeah, so we are starting to get
just goes, time's up.
No, that'll be the dub.
Yeah.
That's the sort of dumb joke we'll get in a dub version of this. So Clockmon is back in 4 weeks, which is fun. I do think he has to be deleted in this episode. Now, but if the situation takes a sudden turn, either
Maybe something bigger steps in.
possibly, I would think that might be the case if the synopsis indicated that Clockmon was in danger.
Yeah.
But it just says Clockmon attacks Hiro. So my train of thought on it's more so Gamamon goes kaboom. And we get our first proper look at Gulus. But we haven't seen Chaos Gamamon or Wizen Gamamon. So it could just be an alternate evolution. I'm kind of hoping it's not, though. I kind of hope they don't turn up until after Gulus.
Oh, they're very open.
Yeah, but neither of these episodes either indicate that Angoramon or Jellymon are evolving anytime soon. They might not start evolving till 10, 11, 12, the next set of episodes. Which will be an interesting dragging it out for them. I mean, it solves your problem of arrive, evolve, dragging it out that long, but it needs to start happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be annoyed at Gamamon. All the evolutions there.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Gulus, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he counts that's an episode.
No, because he's going to be a villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I do like Bokomon. That's a Frontier reference. He also showed up in 2020, but it's more of a Frontier reference. He's usually partnered with Namon. So them swapping out Namon for Bakumon here, or Hypermon, as I think he was called in the dub. He's a cute little thing. He was Maki's partner in Try. This thing. Oh yeah. It's actually with official art. I think that's like a pin. That's like a pin or something that came out in Japan. But yeah, there they are there. So, but well, yeah. Well, he's a dream eater, like a drowsy, that thing. It's aper or whatever the an anteater. Yeah, but it's God. There's an actual term for them as dream eaters that I can't think of. Can't think of its name as a dream eater. The Baku comes from is annoying. But and then Bokomon, yeah. Is this fun little guy?
Oh.
Yeah, and that's Namon, the yellow one. He's like a marshmallow cosplaying Homer Simpson.
I don't know why he's. You have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel. See, I get you. I just.
Wow. Okay. Let's have a look at the chat. He's Metal Garurumon evolved so he can stop Macmon killing himself. Yeah, but it was also just to win a race. If Clockmon evolves to Timemon and uses Zawardo, I'll give that episode a 10 out of 10. I don't think that's happening. I don't think we're going to see Applimon crossover just yet. I would like them to get into the card game first before we start demoting them from Appmon back down to Digimon. But Clockmon evolving to Timemon makes sense, but they're two different species of Digimon, so I don't really see it happening. Justin says, here's my theory. What if Clockmon hurts Hero or steals Hero's time and it pisses Gamamon off to where he dark evolves into? Yeah, like it could be something causes Gamamon to finally go kaboom, and that's where Gulus turns up. Because in that first episode, we did get a glance of him, and Clockmon basically pissed himself. He was really afraid of it. So it wouldn't shock me if Gamamon into...
No, he accidentally ate Gamamon's chocolate. And he gets very upset by that. Okay. Not the turn I would have taken with it. I mean, it's an idea. Not the turn I would have taken with that, but sure. I'd have just said ages up Gamamon, but sure. God damn it. Ages up all the snacks and the oldie, and Gamamon bites into them. Very upset that they're...
That's what causes dark evolution.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bad snacks. That's relatable.
I just want to hit the end button now. Oh gosh. But yeah, no, I episode 9 I think is where we're going to start seeing a tonal shift and consequences for these Digimon coming back and still being dicks. Basically, like Dracmon will have to come back now and get its comeuppance properly, and like I would actually be annoyed if Bachmon gets away a second time. I don't think you can pull that off twice.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Again, it depends.
Yeah. Again, yeah. It's kind of like...
I felt he would be a bigger lion. Not that I was building that up in my but I was thinking gather all the ones kill and then they come back as a team to really put them.
Yeah, like we do a Sinister Six kind of thing. Yeah, I mean it's all possible, and kind of like the other thing we were talking about, it does come down to the execution of it. Like we were saying about Daigo and his interaction with this other evil Digimon or whatever.
Maybe Dracmon.
Maybe. That's all that. Plot twist, Gamamon will be turning into a new Royal Knight member. No. No more Royal Knights. We have enough of them. Only meant to be 13 of them anyway. Let's not add on. Certain YouTuber made a video about Digimon. I think I know who you're on about, and look, that's their prerogative. You know, if they that's their prerogative. If
their video, they could.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it about the entirety of the franchise,
yeah, you kind of
have to include it.
Yeah, you can't just pretend it's not Digimon. You know, but it depends. Like, they could have been waiting for a dub release. You know, because I know there is one YouTuber who's done sort of a retrospective of all the shows, but has based it solely on the dubbing. And if the show isn't dubbed, there's probably just no incentive to sit there and watch it. Now, so I can't. Like, it's somebody's prerogative. I'm not Alphamon, Omegamon, Gamamon. Yeah. Then we also have to include Betamon. We also have to include Deltamon. I don't think there's a Sigmamon yet. Give it time though. They'll need another Greek letter to base something off. I don't. You know. So eventually we'll get a Sigma eventually. And then I'll just make all the Zero Escape jokes. So we don't have a Phaimon either. Yeah, give me a Sigmamon and a Phaimon and I'll be happy.
Phaimon better be cute.
Phaimon will just be Jellymon and you know it.
Okay with that.
Yeah.
Oh, we get
you know,
emails
Zero
again. We have to get.
Oh god, yeah. Like, you know, I would rather it be Zero Escape based on, like, Zero Escape Phi as opposed to Zelda Phi. I mean, I like Zelda Phi, but not as a Digimon. Not enough personality. Yeah, Dracmon may evolve into Sanglumon. Yeah, that's like, I think you've seen that one.
No, I was just my brain.
Soup.
Just left out the middle of it.
I'll show you now. You've seen it before. Oh, that's in sand. This thing, purple spiky doggo. Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah, so Dracmon could evolve into this thing, and I think, yeah, if Dracmon comes back, I think it would be interesting if it did evolve into this, because its eyes are covered, and the whole thing about Dracmon was its whole thing about its evil eyes.
Yeah.
So it'd be a nice ironic twist on the evolution, but I think
if it would be a bit more.
Yeah, and it was just an angry doggo in Cyber Sleuth when we encountered it. It just wanted to nap. It was just annoyed with people kept waking it up. Yes. That is a Dorumon. Baby ones?
Hamster.
Uh,
Hamster become a dog.
It's Digimon.
Digimon.
How does an imp become a gun? You know? We'll go into Dorumon and his evolutions when we get to X Evolution, the movie. But that, like, it has quite a number of evolutions. We have Dodomon, Dorimon, then Dorumon. And all...
Sorry, I'm just going from Dodomon to Alphamon.
Yeah. Yeah. The Doru... The spelling on Doru has been inconsistent over the years. In some cases, it's all lowercase like that. And then in other cases, you'll see it as capital D, lowercase o, capital or, and capital U. Because it's meant to stand for digital or something. Like it's meant to be not an anagram, the other thing. Yeah, where things stand for things. Yeah. Look, it's English. We can words at 12 o'clock at night. But yeah. Or no, sorry, digital or unknown monsters. Yeah, the or is, yeah, so it's digital or unknown monster. It does look like a fluffy Agumon. It does. And then it evolves into Alphamon. But X Sigma. The biggest question
I have,
if this
season has a lion Digimon dying, make up 2020.
Oh, well, look, let's let this show actually start deleting Digimon first before we start worrying about that. Because so far, a Leomon could turn up and just walk off screen.
Yeah.
You know? So, let's let this show actually start killing Digimon first. Before we worry, before we worry about one in particular. Okay, so I think we're done with the spoilers. Like episode 9 does look like where we're going to get the tonal shift. Next week's will probably be very.
I'm hoping next week.
Yeah, I think this whole thing.
I feel like that's what the plot is.
Yeah, I like this idea of standing up to Sirenmon in the pseudo world, but something happens and they maybe blip into the actual digital world for a few moments. Yeah, the pseudo digital world. I guess that's what the synopsis are calling it. I don't think the show has given it a name yet. I think they just I think the show called it. Not quite.
What?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe this is where maybe Angoramon.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see Angoramon's evolution. Possible. I'm really curious what they do with Bird. I love that that's just an episode title on its own. Bird. Night Parade.
More racing.
Night Parade. I'm just getting Ghost Game. No. Okay. I knew it! I fucking knew it!
You leading the race then?
Pandemonium relates back to Belial Vamdemon. That's what I was thinking, because I was thinking Night Parade is one of regular Myotismons. It's his back attack thing. Oh no! No! To be fair, Myotismon doing a drag race would be hilarious. I mean, that's Belial.
He looks like he'd fit. His voice put him on the car in there.
F-car? Richard F-car? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, I knew Pandemonium and Night Parade sounded familiar. There's regular Myotismon. Nightmare Wave. Those are the ones I was thinking of. Oh, damn it. Please don't give me Vamdemon this early. No. Please,
but if he's
no.
this early, then he's not.
He probably
He'll be a one-shot thing, and then you worry about him.
Maybe. Night Raid. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Night Raid. As opposed to as a parade, Night Parade. Yeah, I was thinking of Night Raid, but I was just like, oh no.
You are.
I am. Yeah.
But you're a bit like Herlock Sholmes, where you
Point.
poked a little into the right direction.
I'm the Herlock Sholmes of Digimon podcasting. Can I put that on a shirt?
As long as you spell it Herlock.
As long as I spell it her, well, I'd have to. The Conan Doyle estate will come after me otherwise.
That's what I meant.
Oh, the Herlock Sholmes of Digimon podcasting. Well, that's a name. That's going on my Twitter bio.
Tell me why. I'm okay with him. If I'd like the other season. Overwhelmed by him.
No.
But you know, like I said, if he's in this,
Yeah, like if he's like Beelzebub and he's on a motorbike or something, be hilarious. You know,
he'll
or
just be filler.
yeah.
'Cause I mean, I feel like he has to come in.
Oh yeah, it's the horror show.
Yeah.
Like I made peace with the fact that he has to turn up eventually. But if it's like in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Yeah. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Oh boy. Okay, let's move on. Right, so we're out of spoiler territory now in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So back to this episode. Very good. And I think like the general feeling I'm getting just from seeing Twitter responses, even just the chat here tonight, seems like everybody did enjoy it, which is very good. I'm very happy for that.
All worship.
Yeah, Jellymon-sama. Yeah. Again, if you want to help us get the Jellymon cards, there is a tip jar in the description down below. They're Japan tournament only, so they're kind of expensive because that's how scalping works. But if you want to help us get Jellymon cards, there is a thing. That'll be my last plug on that. Other than that, it was just fun.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of fun.
like I love that. I like the idea that of Kyoshiro giving up his, like, getting his master's degree and then going, no, actually, I want an anime style Japanese school life, and coming home for that, and then all his DVDs being references to different things. You know, there was definitely one there where it was called like Dorm Star, and it was done like the Lucky Star logo. And like that slice of life as you get. Lucky Star is a fun anime. Like nothing happens, but it's fun because it's slice of life and it's references galore. You know, so like Lucky Star was fun. I do enjoy Lucky Star. Yeah. It's one of those kind of shows.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's no overarching story. It's just girls living life and getting into shenanigans, but there's no overarching plot, you know. So it's nice. It's a nice breather, especially for the time it came out, because you had like Haruhi, you had Gurren Lagann,
I think that's how I found
the Haruhi
dance.
Yeah, because it's the same company and the same voice actors. Like they do point out that Haruhi and Kanata have the same voice, you know, quite a bit. And then there's a bit where they go to like the Haruhi live concert, and it's fun and it's silly, but Kyoshiro just being a big weeb and Jellymon being, your hand isn't really wrapped up for any reason, you just think it looks cool.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh. And then him just curled up, please don't make fun of my preferences.
And I absolutely love that he made Talisman act to everybody to protect them.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, and Jellymon went, yeah, this is fun, but what if it mined Bitcoin?
Yeah.
You know? So, like, Jellymon's rich, basically, right? You know, at least up until the point of the talisman's being destroyed. So depending on how much it had mined up to that point. She's just fun. She's everything I wanted her to be, and
Even
maybe a little more.
Just poses.
Oh yeah, she's like total Ojo-sama.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm kind of surprised and a tiny bit disappointed that we didn't at one point getting her raise a tentacle up and go and do that whole thing. But she was too busy slapping Kyoshiro with those tentacles.
I think she, considering her
Maybe. But then again, when he started acting all anime toward the end, her eyes got all shimmery.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I won't tell you that, fucker. You know? Very curious on where the My Darling stuff goes.
Yeah.
I've written that fanfic.
Canon is it gonna be canon?
Yeah,
You're gonna date the tentacle things.
Kyoshiro and Jellymon getting a ship name. Jelly Shiro or something. It does, doesn't it? Like, because what, Jelly White? Ara, ara.
You're too good
I can do an Ojo laugh when I want to. Ara, ara. Motherfucker. So, I think
talk about.
I think after that I think it's just time to close up shop for tonight.
Just edit that at the end.
Just yeah. I don't know where we can go after Ara, to be honest. But look, I'm glad you guys had fun, and thank you so much for sticking to the end. Weebs make you smarter. That seems to be the moral of the story, doesn't it? In a way.
Wiki on.
We're all a wiki on something, yeah. Brilliant. Well, look, everyone, thank you so much for joining in. For everyone who made it to the end, really do thank you so much. You make Sunday so much fun.
Oh, who did?
Yeah.
Was,
Oh no,
you
I
know.
was getting to that.
Yeah.
You know, if they come back
that was
to
their
see.
fault because.
Yeah, no, definitely. For anyone who was here with us up until the spoiler review, or the not review, but the spoiler discussion, each and every week, thank you so much for watching. Whether you're live, or on the archive, thank you so much. Can you just outside of the thing?
Oh, like
outside of the border, you should go the other way. Yeah, so there we are. Most awkward one of the
longest heart ever.
Yeah, there you go. We love you this much.
Definitely time for bed.
It's definitely yeah. Like it is basically midnight, so we are donezo. Just everyone who watched, thank you so much. Enjoy the week ahead. Later on in the week, I do hope to finally get my Imperial Dramon and Mastodon starter deck video done. I was meant to get it done yesterday. No, Friday. Maybe Saturday. Maybe yesterday. But I was meant to get it done yesterday, but just real life stuff got in the way, and it just wasn't
was a
feasible.
baby, and we didn't want it to touch the cards.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to leave the baby out of it, but yes, we were babysitting last night, so it just didn't happen. So hopefully I can get that out this week, along with some more New Century. See how that goes. I make no promises on the New Century thing, but I'll see if the opportunity comes up. Yeah.
Never heard you say that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Because I didn't watch the video yet.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, with that, we are done. Look after yourselves, like and subscribe, etc., etc. If we get to 7,000, I'm gonna sing, and I know you all want that because you're sadists. Yeah. So subscribe, thumbs up, etc., etc. We love you all. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And have yourselves a good week ahead. See you next week for episode 6. And done.